This was many years ago. I was 27, and I was newly married to someone I'd been with for several years, and he had been a hunter since he was a child. He had been taught to use guns since he was a child. And he thought that everyone should know how to use, well, in quotes, a gun for self-defense, for safety, all of that. So it was a December day, ironically December 7th, and we went out to the desert near Los Angeles, north of Los Angeles, to practice shooting with a rifle. And it was a winter day, it was cold. So at one point he handed me the rifle, but I didn't know it was loaded. And I had never held a gun or any weapon in my life, ever. And it went off, and it hit him in the head in front of me, about as close as to where you are now, maybe a little closer.
What was your reaction?
Well, this is a very long time ago. It's almost 40 years ago, but of course talking about it makes it pretty vivid. It's not nightmare material anymore, but it's vivid enough because obviously that changed life forever. And I don't remember much for a few moments. I do remember deciding not to kill myself on the spot. I remember that. I know I screamed and screamed and screamed and screamed, and eventually other people found me, and that's how one thing led to another. The police arrived. I think a helicopter came to take his body away, I don't remember that. But I know I was taken home in a police car. They questioned me, but they never brought me to a police station. It was, I guess, clear to them that I wasn't intending anything. And I don't remember too much of the next few days. I do remember knowing that I should see someone because this was too large for anyone close to me to handle.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to see a psychiatrist.
How do you feel about it now, 40 years later?
Well, it was a dividing moment where you decide to live or you don't decide to live. Obviously, I wouldn't be here. But it certainly has left me with a lasting hatred of the stupidity of guns for most people. I never was going to be a hunter. It's the last thing I would do.
Mm.
I understand people who want to be hunters, but I'm not one. And I think we are in the midst of a complete disastrous epidemic of delusion about the value of guns. And I'm saying that calmly, but my feelings are much more intense than I'm saying now. I think people who, the vast majority of people who get guns are very stupid. And that the line of guns save lives is one of the most idiotic, stupid, misguided, catastrophic things that's happened to our society ever. There isn't a day that goes by when you don't read about an accident of one kind or another. What happened to me was an accident. I've had to work with myself many years to say I didn't kill this person, it was an accident. But then you read about something like a toddler the other day. There was a 2-year-old who found a gun in his mother's purse at a supermarket. Picked up the gun, shot his mother. 2-year-old. You don't need a gun to be safe. You really don't.